Do this in 5, 4. Yo, 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 you already know what it is. Welcome back. This is the Add Me to Your Playlist YouTube channel / podcast. You already know it's your boy Shaggy Dashwood. I'm here with my co-host DJ Cabby Slow.
Gang, what's up?
You already know what it is. And we got another special guest here, actually coming from our neck of the woods over there in Long Beach. So shout out. Go ahead and introduce yourself, pimpin'.
Northside, King Prince for the hood, though.
All right. And tell the people about a little bit what they listening to right now.
All right, so right now, y'all listening to the new single King Prince. That's on Spotify right now. We want everybody to go to Spotify and stream that. And so right now, we just pushing this one right now, but we got to Stop Tripping on the playlist, too.
Hey, make sure y'all go do all platforms, right?
Stop Tripping is on all platforms. Okay. The King Prince will be on all platforms, but right now, we just directing everybody to Spotify.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Y'all want to hear the track we listen to now? Spotify, but everything else, all platforms wide. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is the Prince THS, but you spell it THAPRINCETHS all together. The Prince THS.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, shit, man. Tell us a little bit about more like the process it was making this track. Like,
okay, so the process of making this track. So this beat was produced by Too Raw. Shout out to Too Raw, good friend of 90K Records and all that. And she just played the beat for me, and I like how it's different. And like the second verse switches from the first verse, so I can speed it up. It give me a lot of chance to do different things with the beat. I don't like to rap, use the same flow through the whole fucking song.
Yeah, I get it.
So with this one, I just took my time with it, took it bar for bar. I tend to switch up every 4 bars.
Okay.
And then the process of recording it, it was a bit of a process. I tend to go through everything straight through in one take, and then I just pick it apart from there. Okay. But this one was a lot of fun. This was like one of my favorites.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, we'll go ahead and switch back over. Switch over to our little theme song we played through. Shout out to my uncle Ant Davis for the track. But all right, so let's get into more about you. So, like I just told everybody earlier, you're coming out of Long Beach, right?
Yes, sir.
Which side? 'Cause I noticed.
Yeah, I'm from the north side, but I went to school on the east side. I went to Long Beach Poly like Snoop Dogg.
Okay, you didn't go to Jordan?
Nah, Jordan is my home school. But you know what's funny enough? My mom heard that Jordan was like a bad school or whatever.
So she sent you to Poly?
No, listen. This is how I convinced my mama to send me to Poly, because Jordan is my home school. She's like, oh, no, that's a bad school. And I was like, I wanted to go to Poly the whole time. I always wanted to go to Poly.
Wilson.
Oh, no.
Or Lakewood. You could have went to Lakewood with me.
Hell no. But I convinced her. I was like, hey, Poly is a performing arts school. They real good with sports and academics and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get into drama. I'm going to be a part of the clubs. The
already had to get
Rabbits.
the gab right there already.
So that's how I convinced her, because catching the bus from the north side to the east side was the issue at first. Like my freshman year was a problem, but then after that I kind of got acquainted with everybody and it was all good.
Okay, yeah, I used to, I went to Lakewood.
Ain't nothing wrong with Lakewood, man. The north side is right there by Lakewood.
Right by
you already know.
Yeah, my dad and all my family, we used to stay on, you know where Kendallwood is, where it turned to Market by that Superior.
I live right there, bro. I live in between Market and South.
Okay.
On 56.
That's what's up.
I live right there. I live right across the street from Superior.
So you know where the Parwoods.
The Parwoods is right there on Paramount. As soon as Market turned into Hollywood, yeah, right there.
That's my family. That's my family area right there.
Yeah, no, my granny used to stay in the Parwoods before she passed away. My granny and my uncle, they stayed in the Parwoods, and I had some people that stayed in the Carmelitos.
The Parwoods was lit growing up. Shout out to all the homies that was in the Parwoods at that time.
The Parwoods is still turned up.
Yeah, but I don't know nobody over there anymore. Everybody I know that was in the Parwoods ain't there anymore. So it's like I'm a stranger over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you always at home. You know how that go.
Okay, so yeah, so you from Long Beach. So yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of Long Beach music scene and stuff like that. So where'd your musical journey start?
Okay, my musical journey started, believe it or not, when I started getting serious about it. A friend of mine was going to Compton College at the time, and she was friends with people in the music department. So I recorded my first song at Compton College.
Word, shout out to Compton College. Is that El Camino College, or?
You know what? I think
Is it El Camino College?
They call it something like that now.
But I know like a nickname.
It's still Compton College, but sure, you're right. It might be. It's not Dominguez. It might be El Camino.
Yeah,
that's a good question. Yeah,
either
way, you still know it's Compton College.
Everybody in the comments, tell us in the comments.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Okay, so that's what's up. So you started recording there, and around like how old were you back then? Like,
I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 19.
That's what's up. So that was where you first kind of dabbled in. Did you do like what a lot of us do, like the in and out, kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or you kind of been like full go since 19.
No, yeah, since 19 I was full go. I was in and out of acting, so I flipped back and forth between acting and rapping.
Oh, you was acting?
Yeah. So
Oh, shit.
let's say like 11, 14, 17, I was doing things on like MTV, Fox Family Channel. I did some commercials, some TV shows and things like that.
Oh, bro, you got to send us a commercial. We got to post it. That's fun. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it's
yeah.
dope.
It's going to be
hella
funny to
dope when
see
you
too because
that
I
kind
look
of shit.
completely different. Like 14-year-old Prince had braids like all the way down here. I had the ludicrous
You
pork
had the
chop
Ludacris?
side. Yeah, I had
You
the
had
pork
the
chop.
Ludacris?
Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
He had
not
the
the
Ludacris.
Ludacris.
Yeah, I did, bro.
Why? Just
Because
why?
I mean, shit.
Hey, no, you didn't see the shout out to Sean Perrier. Shout out my homie. He sent me a picture of him when he had braids. This nigga looked like Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys.
Sad.
I love Sean, but he for real looked like him. But it's cool. We all had that shit.
So switching over, like I said, shortly after high school, I graduated, and acting was basically, run by my parents because I was a kid and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, they in
So I didn't like the fact that they was in control of my career. So at 19, I'm grown now. I wanted to branch out and do my own thing. In music, they couldn't plug me into that, so I had to figure it out on my own. So since 19, yeah, I've been full blown into music.
Hey, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. That's what's up that you chose to do something that they didn't have too much of a hand in. That's being independent.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't want to be independent, rather just defer their shit onto someone else.
Yeah, no, I was never like that. One thing my mom, she kind of put it into my head, like, everything is on you. Like, she saw, like, yeah, I'm, like, in the streets and this and that, and she'd just be like, all right, you want to hang out with these gang bangers, you want to get shot and end up in jail, that's on you. Like, I ain't got no money for bail. I'm not writing you. I'm not coming to visit
That's
you.
how my mom was. And the funny thing is, that shit kept me
oh
away
God.
from a lot of that shit. 'Cause
Because I really had it in my brain, like, damn, it's really on me. Like, if I get into some shit, I'm going to have to get myself out of it because she's not going to fucking help me. And she was mad. When I called my mom from jail, she was mad. She was not worried. She was fucking mad.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I already knew if anything happened to me, don't even call my mom. I'd rather my mom, like, wonder where I was at for 2 weeks and then and then just pop up.
Crazy.
I'm
Hey.
being dead ass because my mom might come up to the jail to beat me up, nigga.
See, and I didn't even want to call my mom. The only reason why I did is because I had a job at the time, and so I was in there for a little bit too long. I was starting to miss days, so I was like, somebody got to call my job and like
Oh,
let
yeah, I
them
feel
know,
you on
like
that,
use
yeah.
my sick time and shit. And I was like thinking she was gonna be worried. She was mad. She did me like, how? She's like, where the fuck was you at? What the fuck was you doing?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bruh.
Kind of like, I accept. I'm like, hey, mom. I'm like, nigga, I told your stupid ass.
Yeah, it was like that. But I was glad she was mad instead of worried. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that made me feel better. I was like, damn, she ain't worried about me at all.
Well, yeah, it makes you real. It makes.
That's fucked up.
Hey, nah, but
I'm dead.
hey, nah, but
Yo.
but to his point, bro. I feel like a lot of dudes that's in and out of jail, if their parents was more like, all right, man, you did this to yourself. I'm not helping you get out of it. I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes wouldn't want to keep doing it, but I feel like because a lot of us like to, not just us, but a lot of people, parents are still gonna make sure their kid is good when they should let them go through that.
It's a
Nah,
different connection, man.
His point is like, if you
Connection.
got that safety net, you more likely to fuck up a little bit because you got a safety net. You know, you got help and people that's
we
going
need
to
him
help you
for
get
the
out
show.
of it.
He puts my thoughts. He can bring my thoughts
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, that's what, and that's facts. That would help some people knowing, like, you know, the consequences is going to be so much more severe for me because I ain't got no help. I can't get no lawyers or shit. I'm just in here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like the young boy situation. Everybody's saying free young boy. I think he need to go to jail.
Oh, okay.
He's young
See,
now.
he had me until. Okay, what? Okay,
But
explain.
When someone gets in trouble for that long, like homie's been having, like how long has he been on? He been on since like he was like 16, 17. And how many arrests have we seen from him? Countless. He not learning his lesson. I think it's time to bring that. I think it's time for him to spend a little time in there.
I think that's like, you remember the Free Meek thing? The
Here's
documentary
the
they
situation
did?
a little different because when you start seeing what some of the stuff the judge was doing, like that's a little different. The judge is I feel like with young boys just so frustrated with giving him so many chances where it's like, dude, I keep telling you I'm gonna let it slide this time, but you keep proving me wrong. So now you're making my judgment look bad. So I just think I think he who acts like as much people don't want to see it, I think he need it because he wilding, bro. It's becoming more. I feel like young boys becoming more about what he does and not more about the music he makes.
So you want him to end up like Smurda?
Huh?
You want him to end up like Smurda?
Like who?
Bobby
Shmurda?
Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda did the time because he stuck to his morals. That's the reason why he did his time. He stuck to his morals. He wasn't involved in a lot of some of that stuff, but it was either do the 7 or talk. And he chose to do the 7. But that's my thing. Young boy got
Therapy people. Therapy people.
if you gonna talk like if you gonna talk, you can talk. We got mics.
All I had to say is, so
Hold on, before we do this is 90K Light.
yeah, 90K Light,
Shout out.
90K Records, the plug mixer.
Yeah.
All I have to say is he's wildin' because he has a lot of mental health issues. Like, he's not all there if you think about it. NBA Youngboy is not all there. So even now he's reaching out. He's like, I'm going through it. You know, I'm just here. Like,
No, you
I'm
listen
just
to his
living.
music.
Like, and he says it in his music.
Yeah, you listen
that
to his music, he
he's
talks
not
about it.
happy.
Yeah.
You know, he's losing his mind. He got like 15 fucking kids. You know what I mean?
I know,
Like,
homie dude got hella
like,
kids.
you know, just like shit, more than 2
That's
is enough.
DMX.
Like,
Young boy is this generation DMX.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it. DMX was that
That makes
misunderstood, constantly in and out of jail, always having trouble, like telling you his problems on his music. Like, there's a lot of parallels between DMX and NBA Youngboy.
For sure. I'm gonna say this, and then we can move the fuck on from jail, cause I'm.
Oh God, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. No.
But back to your point, some people can't help themselves, so sometimes the best place for them is in their own cell where they can't do shit. Because if they
Yeah.
get any type of freedom, they're gonna fuck up. Like, a lot of people is in jail right now thinking about what the fuck they're gonna do as soon as they get out. But as far as somebody that's on probation, sometimes it may seem like your PO is being strict on you, but it's like some people don't grasp the concept. Like, you were supposed to do hella time, bro. So the fact that you out, it's conditional like a motherfucker. So I only had like 3 years probation, but
That's still a long ass time.
so
to
look,
be
but
on
peep game though,
paperwork,
it helped
years?
me because I had an excuse to turn down shit, because normally I was just with whatever. But me knowing I get into it with some nigga, I'm like, bro, I gotta go back and do them 3 years plus this charge. You ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you probably
you're right.
got somebody that's gonna bail your ass out. You gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do hella time. So it gave me an excuse to like not try to prove my point and be hard. It's like, nah, bro. Like, I'm trying to do better. You know, but it don't work for everybody.
Priorities, man. Priorities. Well, shit. Speaking of that shit, let me see this real quick. Speaking of this ain't no Bruno.
Nah,
This ain't no
son.
Pruno.
That's that good liquor.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good liquor, cocktails and bartending, owned by yours truly.
Yours truly.
I'm gonna walk up to the camera real quick so they can see the logo.
Now, while he walking up, I just want to let y'all know that's the new flavor. That's called Prince Malibu. That's the new flavor that we promoting right now. The traditional blue bottle that everybody see, that's still the traditional blue, but that's the Prince Malibu. So that's gonna be at all the functions, all these little Halloween functions and pop-ups and all that good shit. But we got other flavors coming out. So that one is
what flavor is that?
Malibu. So it's
I'm about
got
to try it
vodka.
right now. Can I try some right now?
Yeah. So that's got some vodka. It's got some rum in it. The flavors, you're gonna taste a little bit.
So it's a full cocktail.
Yeah, full blown.
Okay.
You can drink that straight. You're gonna taste a little bit of coconut, a little bit of pineapple.
Trying to get into catering or something?
Nah, I'm just trying to sell liquor, bro. But you know what?
Shit, just trying to get in the
listen.
business.
I know somebody. Shout out to Kwani I Cater. She's a
You
caterer.
heard of Lady on the Rocks?
Lady on the rock.
Lady on the Rocks on Instagram.
Nah.
What's that?
She be making drinks, like she be making crazy drinks, just like that. Putting fruits in, going crazy, making like.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to reach out and be like, we're gonna send you a case of good liquor.
Yeah.
What can you do with it?
So I have a exactly. No, exactly.
No, definitely look her up though. She's fire.
Nah, being like that's being serious. Like you should really do that. Like all those TikTokers that do alcohol and stuff like that, just reach out. Like, look, I'll send you a couple bottles of my liquor. Just do a drink. Let me see what you can do with it.
You pulled the idea right out of my brain. My friend, her name is Kwani, but her company is Kwani I Cater on Instagram. So she took my traditional bottle of the blue, and then she just started using my liquor to mix with other shit. And so she actually came up with the idea. She was like, I mixed it with this and this and this and that. And she came up with some other shit too. So what I do with her is I just sell her a bunch of my bottles wholesale, and she sells them at all of her catering events.
That's hella dope. And
Yeah.
this shit is bomb though.
Gracias, yeah.
I'm gonna need some of that shit too.
It's very misleading, just so you know. It tastes like juice, but it's actually more alcohol in this one than my regular bottle.
It tastes like jungle juice.
Well, jungle juice is like so much shit. Like, what's the
But no-
traditional jungle juice? Is there a traditional jungle juice?
Yeah, it's a traditional one. A normal jungle juice is usually 2 bottles, just regular 2 bottles of your choice, some triple sec, and some juice. That's normal jungle juice. But then, what people do, what normal people do now, is they go all out. They like 4 different liquors,
Exactly.
3 different triple sec. It's crazy. Some people's jungle juice is crazy. Like
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know that there was a traditional jungle juice because every time I've been to a party, they should
it's
taste
just
different.
yeah, everybody's different. But what has to stay consistent is the amount of alcohol to juice in the triple sec. Like that, the amount is what makes it the jungle juice.
Okay.
And then it's not supposed to taste like alcohol.
Okay.
That's
okay.
the main thing, is it can't taste like alcohol because it's supposed to sneak up on you.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was definitely the concept for this because that's kind of how I like to drink. I just like shit that tastes good. You know what I'm saying?
Same. I'm one of those dudes. People judge me for it. I need a chaser. I don't care what anybody says. I need a chaser. So this, perfect. I don't need a chaser. This is nice.
And
so
I don't
everybody
even
go. Please make sure y'all go tap in. Good liquor. Please tap in.
Yeah, the Instagram to that is goodliquor.co. If y'all want to see what
It's
we've
gonna
been
be
doing.
in the description. Anybody need information? All be on the description below. All right. So I see you got your liquor stuff. So outside of music and this, what other do you have any other like side businesses, side hustles going on?
Yeah, I'm co-owner of a hip hop card game. It's called Hip Hop 101. Now that you can go check out the website. It's called hiphop101game.com.
It's like a legit.
Yes, you can battle people like. So instead of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, it's not
rappers.
creature, it's rappers.
Dope.
Yeah, yeah. So you got MCs, you
I'll
got
trade
DJs.
you DMX for Heavy D.
Exactly. Yeah. So
bar
look,
for bar.
I'm gonna just say the shit now. Right now, we have like characters that we came up with, but we finna pull the trigger on getting real rappers in the game, like our underground battle rappers and people like PYT and shit like that.
But
So
I'll be hard, bro.
yeah.
Let us know.
So that's coming up next. That's coming up next. So
But
all y'all
I'll be
rappers,
hard.
I'm saying this shit now. Y'all could tap in with Hip Hop 101 Company on Instagram because that's the co-owner. He runs all of the details as far as like, let's say we had a Shaggy card.
Whatever I gotta do to get a Shaggy card, I'm about it.
So look, I'm gonna be the one that designs it. I'm the one that's gonna be taking your picture and designing your card. But Chris Childs is the co-owner, so he's gonna come up with all of your powers and all of your stats.
Bro,
and all
I'm
that.
fucking down. Whatever I gotta do, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, so I just leaked that because it was like we was gonna start at the beginning of the next year doing that because we still pushing like the alpha deck or our first editions and all that shit. We trying to get people to buy that up, and they are. So it's like, well, we got to start gearing up, being ahead for the new year.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. That's hella dope. That's thinking outside the box. That's
so
really thinking
again,
outside.
if y'all want to find out anything about that, the website is up and you can order those cards online. So it's hiphop101game.com. You don't gotta know me, anybody all around the world. You can go to that website and you can order the cards right now.
Oh no, yeah, we finna get some of those.
Let's go.
We getting some of those. Cause I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit.
Yeah.
I got like Magic the Gathering and
I'm
shit.
Pokemon and he's Magic. We what I'm saying, we hip hop but we
That's
nerds at the
dope.
same time.
Hey, no, it's cool. I got homies that game bang and homies that still collecting every Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
There you
It
go.
is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit's fun. Ain't
Yeah.
too gangster to battle with Pikachu.
But if you know anything about a hip hop rap battle, that's how the game is played. So it's like my MC, my DJ, my breakdancer, my graffiti artist versus yours.
Yep.
And everybody is worth crowd points. So whoever get the most points wins the crowd for that
That's hella
round.
dope. I know. Honestly, this is an idea. You don't gotta use
I'm
it.
listening.
But I remember back in the day that DJs didn't share sound systems. So you should have like cars that have different sound systems that's like upgrades.
See, that's hard, Chris. I hope you listening because we have other cards like respect and disrespect and things like that. So we could definitely have a card to where
Yeah,
it's
like the MP, like Jay Dillon would use the MP4, like the historic MP4 beat maker. Like those could be like power ups and shit. Like I'm gonna throw these statins on to add it to them. Like just an idea. You don't have to use
it's
it.
a great idea. It's based around like the birth of hip hop. So
Yeah.
it's like the 5 boroughs of New York. We got Staten Island. It is
We
the
got
Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. Wait, yeah, that's 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Flatbush.
That's
Well,
Brooklyn. That's
Wu-Tang.
Brooklyn.
yeah, I mean no, that's Staten Island.
That's true.
But those are like sub areas inside of a
Yeah.
borough. Like Queens, you got Queens, but then you got Jamaica Queens,
Right.
which is like this, which is
Yeah.
like the black area of Queens, and you got like Spanish Harlem, which is
Exactly.
the Spanish side of Harlem. Like, but that's still Harlem. Like,
Exactly.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
fucking excited about that.
We've
That's
been
fucking
developing
dope.
that, and Sam is our app developer. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that out there. We're working on an app and an online version of the game right now. We got a lot of shit in development for Hip Hop 101.
That's fucking sick. Let me know. Cause I'm fucking whatever I gotta do to be a card. Chris, whatever I gotta do to be a card. I'll street team it. I'll dress up. I don't care. That's
So
dope.
let me ask you this then: if you was gonna be a card, would you be an MC? Would you be a DJ? What would you fall? What category would you put yourself in?
Nah, look, you want to be an upgrade. You can
Just
make
wanna
me
be
the
an
podcaster. And anybody gets the podcaster card means your reach just your power just went up like
I'm
10.
dead.
But see, that would be later on. See, this is the birth of hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we ain't even there yet in
Well,
history. So in the
let's
beginning,
see.
bro.
Yeah, then I'll probably be like
So
the
you have to
classic.
put yourself in that timeline then.
Yeah, if you think of it, then I'll probably be like, remember those dudes are like the boom diggy boom the bang
dumb
the
as
bang
fuck, I'm
diggy
dead.
diggy. That'd
The
probably
hype
be me.
man?
The hype man. That'd probably be me.
But bro, you was just in the cipher, bro. You a MC, and I saw you turfing, you dance. You know what I'm saying? You could fall into the breakdancer category if you wanted to, or you could be an MC because you got bars.
No, to be completely honest, I would tell you now, I did the cipher just to promote the show.
But you was still rapping though.
I did the cipher just to promote the show. It was a shameless plug. That's what it was.
I
It
call
was a
DJ.
shameless plug. That's what I even
Hey, he
told you.
did good though. Don't let this man fool y'all. He did good. He just downplaying his bars. He showed up like, yeah, man, I'm just having fun. And then he
I
spit his
was.
shit. I was like,
just having fun. I'm just having fun.
see, it's like, hip hop originally it's the New York, and then it came to the West Coast.
Yep.
And you from the Bay.
Oh yeah.
So you are like originally, like I said, it starts with the 5 boroughs, but then after that, it's gonna be
LA, the Bay Area.
uh-huh.
Chris, you guys, y'all want some information about the Bay? I got y'all.
Yeah, he's gonna listen
Bay
to this.
scholar right
Listen,
here.
Chris
Bay
is gonna
Area
listen to this
scholar
interview
right
and be
here.
like, "Oh shit, I gotta get to work now," because
Oh,
this
yeah.
is I'm pulling the trigger early, but it's just time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because too many people done seen the cards, and people is trying to come up with like,
But that shit is hard. Just the whole idea and concept of it is hard because that trading card thing is huge right now.
yeah. And what he was saying is, there's not a lot of black faces. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of,
Exactly.
So as far as I know, we'd be one of the first.
Yeah. Fucking, I know a lot of these rappers like anime and all that shit. They be lying and shit, so they be trying to act all cool. But a lot of these dudes just watching anime when they get home.
I be hearing them Dragon Ball Z bars, and you know what I'm saying? We be
Yep.
come on now.
They be trying to act like they too gangster for anime. They ain't too gangster for that.
Everybody watch that shit.
Goku,
Everybody
the
watch
ultimate
cartoons.
gangster.
Vegeta, Sam Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. But that's hella dope, bro. So let's get back into the music. Do you got anything coming out soon? Like, I'd see you. I remember you just dropped a project. Everybody, make sure you go check that out. He just dropped it. What was it, like a week ago, or a couple days ago?
It dropped October 15th.
Oh yes, just a couple days ago.
October 15th, we dropped King Prince, the single. And the music video is damn near ready. So,
I'm seeing them highlights. I'm seeing just what you posted on there. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
yeah, we trying to get people to get little sneak peeks. More than likely, we going to do a premiere party for it.
Okay.
And speaking of brands and shit, so I have an OnlyFans now. And my
Nah.
I feel it. Hey,
so look, my OnlyFans name is the Royal Magnum. So by that being my new brand
Royal
name,
Magnum?
we working on condoms. We about to have our own condom line, and so the premiere party is gonna be the Royal Magnum party.
let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
Hey,
y'all
that's
know.
monetization.
It's not gonna be free. I'm letting y'all know because y'all know
Okay.
if it's an OnlyFans, you know what I'm
Ain't
saying.
tripping.
That shit is finna go up. That shit is
We got
gonna
you.
cost.
We got you. I ain't tripping.
I'm gonna definitely let you know. So yeah, that's what's coming up next. We talking about tours and shit. It's a lot of things in the works, but right now I'm trying to stay focused on what's ahead of me, with like in the back of my head what's to come. You know what I'm saying? What's on the
Okay.
horizon? Shit, we finna hit Vegas pretty soon. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me know when y'all do that.
December we coming
Let me
to
know when
Vegas.
y'all do that. Let me know.
Yeah, shout out to J-Mo. That's the homie right there.
Let me know because I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people in Vegas.
Low key, I do too, bro. Like so. Yeah,
So
we finna turn the fuck up in Vegas, and it's December. That's close to New Year's Eve.
I'm
I know
with it.
Kevin overlooking
I'm
you
with
weird.
it. I'm with it.
Let's do it. I got a lot of people out in Vegas.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I do too. Like, so I was just putting off Vegas shit because it be hot as fuck out there.
Oh,
so I was
God,
trying to
bro.
wait till right now. That way I could be out there. But I got family and friends out there. So I know if I did a show in Vegas, I got at least 20 people that'll pull up just because they've been waiting on me to come out there.
I'll go down the strip the day of and just be talking to people. I'll just walk up to people. Are y'all doing anything tonight? No? Shit, I got this for you. Like, just come slide through here.
Bro, you ain't even lying. I went Halloween weekend some years back, and I got into a strip club for free. I got into another club for free, and they was charging $75, $80 to get in that shit. But it was just promoters on the streets handing out flyers and free tickets and shit, just trying to get people to come in. So you ain't never lied. So if we have our flyers and shit, just passing them out, people will show
works,
up.
Bro.
Yeah.
That shit works.
Absolutely. We
do that shit in the Bay Area, and if your tongue is good enough, like if you slick enough with your talk, if you able to you cool and all that stuff, you can convince people to come to the party. Well, at least the way I did it is I would convince them to come hang out with me. Like you gonna come hang out with me, but that's not really what's gonna happen. I'm being honest, it's not really gonna happen. But I want to make them feel like when they come, they see me, yo, what's up? Okay, for sure, have a good time and call like that. But you want them to think that they're getting something out of coming to your party. It's easy. It's easy. It's real easy. And Vegas is a party place. You gonna find anybody there looking for something to do,
especially something free. They done spent all their money on drinks and shit.
Oh God!
And everything is like 75, 100 because it's the holiday and all that shit.
We used to run shit like, look, I'll get you in for free, but you gotta buy drinks.
Something.
Look, it's 40 to get in. You ain't willing to pay that. We'll spend 20 at the bar when you get in.
Yeah, 2 drink minimum.
Something gotta give us something.
Nah, that'll work. We'll definitely do that.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to refill my cup. Did y'all get enough of this shit? Cause
I got some.
Here's the problem. My liquor is good. I just want y'all to know when people don't order this shit, I'll be drinking this shit myself. So if y'all
nah, help yourself, bro. We got other shit here.
Do anybody want to refill before I start pouring my shit here?
Remember, good liquor. Make sure y'all remember good liquor. Always remember that.
Yeah. I'll be
okay, so y'all
shit.
got some stuff. You got some stuff in the works. So
that's
tell me a little bit.
Shit.
So tell me a little more about this crown they looking at the top of your head.
Okay, yeah.
I know people gonna ask about it. So what's up with the crown right there?
So interesting enough, like the cipher you just pulled up too. So this was the third cipher that you were a part of. So whoever the fans vote for as the top person out of that cipher, that's who I have to battle next.
Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. I don't battle. Don't vote. I don't battle. Don't vote for me. I'll take a little more. Yeah, don't vote for me. I don't battle.
Yeah, so I beat Sean Perrier and I beat Panama.
Oh, what? Sean.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, he ain't telling me that.
See, y'all gotta know. Y'all gotta.
Hey, yo.
You holding back, bro.
Y'all gotta
tell us
tap
on that park. Wait.
Y'all gotta tap in with the plug mixer, man. Go check the first cipher, the first and the second battles, man. Y'all gotta follow up, man, so y'all can know what's coming.
Oh no, I saw a couple of. I watched a couple of. I think I watched the first one. That was the first one.
Oh, you saw the first cipher. So that was me and He Should Be Raw, Yard Down.
You were in the first one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So from that first cipher, me and Sean Perrier were the top 2 voted best. So me and him had to battle, and that's how I won this.
Hey. Sean.
Damn.
He got you, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I like the competition and all that shit. Shout out to Sean Perrier.
That's just
I was telling them we could do a rematch because Sunlit Media, you know what I'm saying, it's another mutual friend between us, you know what I'm saying. So I was telling them we could do a rematch and all that good shit.
What's it called? It's just an idea. Just an idea.
I'm listening.
Just an idea. Y'all can do like Mortal Kombat style, but like round 2. I'm being serious. Round 2. You can even do like small details, like put one win on his side.
Oh.
Because when you play fighting games, if you win one, they got the little marker at the top. Like, it'd be some tough.
That would be good. People been talking about that battle for a long time. So
yeah, man, it's all just about it's all about just content and content just doing shit.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot. Like I personally just be sitting there thinking of shit to do. I just don't have the means to do it. It's just like you see what we got here. It's literally just 2 people.
Hey, that's all you need, man.
It's literally just 2 people. And shout out to David. He was a big part of this too. Shout out to Big Professor Oak. When this shit gets bigger, he coming back.
Definitely.
But it was at one point it was just 3 people. me, him, David. If there's 3 people here,
But here's the thing, bro. Like, everybody talks about having a team and needing a team, but you gotta have the right people on your team.
of course.
So if you got 2 or 3 or however many you got and they all solid, then that's what you need to fuck with and don't settle. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be throwing people on to have numbers, and then it becomes more of a liability than an asset. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got people on your own team that's stressing you the fuck out because they don't know what the fuck they doing, and now you doing their job and your job.
No, you absolutely right. You absolutely right. You ain't lying on that. You ain't lying on that. But no, we all pretty solid. Everybody pretty much understand they role. So
See, that's the foundation. If you got a strong foundation, and you just build from there.
Oh yeah. Well, shit. What else you got going on? What else you got going on? I know you working on music. I know.
Yeah, working on music.
And I see you've been hitting those lives. You've been hitting those lives up and doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so I guess apparently I don't engage enough with the fans or my people and all that good stuff. So I'm learning how to do that and go live and all that stuff. So me personally, just so everybody know, like I'm a very busy person. Like I'm out working all the time. So it seems like everything I post is just everything that I'm doing. And even though that's everything that I'm doing, it seems like I'm just, just showing everybody what I'm doing, but I'm not really talking to anybody. I'm not really connecting to anybody. You really can't get to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always moving around. So now I'm just trying to find ways to make people feel like, they can tap in with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, well, shit, let us know, because we in the talks with a couple artists about doing a pop-up.
Okay.
About doing pop-up, like doing a pop-up podcast somewhere. I've been in the works with talking with a couple people at the Ashanti Alley about just setting up there, Venice Beach, setting up there. So we got some stuff in the work if you're really trying to do stuff like that.
No, I'm all about it, man.
Because we all
that's gonna work.
I've invited every person that's ever been on our show. When that pop-up comes, anybody here, everybody's invited.
Yeah, you already know. Just let me know.
Everybody invited. You, Light, even though she don't want to be a podcaster. Light gonna be a podcaster at one point. She gonna be a podcaster. She don't
Light
believe
is about to start rapping.
She don't believe
She has a
me.
lot of opinions.
She's
nah.
What you mean? I got beats. I got turntables. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I suck too.
Nah, Shaggy does not suck. Shaggy does not suck.
Nah, I'm just a
Shaggy
podcaster.
over
I'm not a
here
rapper. I'm
He's
just a
very humble.
Shaggy over here.
Just the
cat.
He's very humble.
Nah, I'm just cool. I appreciate it. But nah.
He's like, I don't want nobody coming for me, man.
It's more or less like I explained a lot. I have more fun in the process of making music. So when the music's done, that's kind of like where the fun ends for me. Like, I enjoy the process of making the music. Like, I enjoy the process of shooting these and filming these. Now, the part that I hate doing is the promoting and all that stuff. That's the stuff I hate doing. So when I can find someone who's good at that shit, I'm gonna hire them. But I have way more fun in making this stuff than it is showing you. I'll probably just show you just to be like, hey, I made this. Tell me what you think. And then I have like a whole album shelved right now of music.
Wow. See, look, man, just on that, I know some other artists, man.
That was God telling me I'm fucking up. You see that shit?
No, you need to pick it up. You need to pick it up. That's what the sign is. You need to pick it up. No, it's a lot of artists out there, man, that's sitting on good content, man, and they just need to get it out there and promote it. See, as artists, sometimes we get stuck in our own brains. You know what I'm saying? But just get it out there. So those songs that's just sitting on the shelf, consider those as just ideas that's just in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all the things you've been spitting out to me, those are good ideas. We're going to use them. So,
hey, as long as I'm a part of it, I don't care.
So if you put them songs out, you never know, people might fuck with them, and you represent the Bay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when people come from out of town, they whole city fuck with them. Versus when you from LA, you know what I mean, it'd be a lot of competition with them. But as soon as you go outside of your city, you get a whole lot of support.
Hey, no, that shit is real. I've noticed this. And shout out to Adam Black. He was here before. Shout out to Adam Black. Everybody who's gonna be at the Matrix event, make sure y'all go show out and show love.
22nd, I believe.
22nd, yeah, October 22nd. But he was telling me that. Hold on, I'm blanking out.
You've been drinking. My bad. I apologize.
Nah,
I told you that liquor was strong.
Nah, you good?
I apologize. I told you.
You good? Nah, that happens more than you think.
Yeah, you made him space out. That's crazy.
Nah, what was I saying though?
We was just talking about you and the music that you sitting on and promoting things and not just sitting on things, getting it out there for people, ideas and music.
Yeah, it was more or less like Adam was saying, like he thinks with me, he was more or less like, he doesn't think I'm looking for acceptance. Adam Black doesn't think I'm looking for acceptance. So he feels like because I have this very like, look, this is who I am. There's really nothing else you could do. I'm not really looking for people to accept me for who I am. I'm like, you're either gonna like me or you're not gonna like me. Whatever that is, it's up to you. So you telling me that you like my music or you don't like my music isn't the end of the world to me. Just the fact that I was here to make the music, that's really all that matters to me.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Especially nowadays, it's all about being who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to change to fit some persona that you think people are gonna fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I had a discussion about people about using the word nerd. Some people think that's a negative thing, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? The nerds is taking over.
Nerd just means you just not involved with the shit we got going on. Nerd just means you're not involved with a lot of that stupid shit.
Exactly.
That's all that shit means. It's not like, oh no, you a geek or you just some weirdo. Like, nah, you're a civilian. You're not involved in some of the bullshit that we got going on.
The world we live in today, bro, it's all about being who you are and who you really want to be. It's not about what nobody else think, bro.
Nah, you absolutely right. What Snoop Dogg say? He was like, shit, who gonna be you better than you?
That part.
Facts.
That
Yes,
part.
sir. Yes, sir.
Who gonna
know
be you
what I'm
better than
saying?
you?
Exactly. And we already have all these other people that's out there. What we don't have is you.
My thing, if Tyler Creator can get accepted and he weird than a motherfucker, I'm like, people gonna like me.
You see what I'm saying? He's not trying to be nobody else but himself.
But himself.
That's who he is. You know,
Yeah.
and people in history, as far as music, historically, the people who are different are the ones that stand apart and become stars because they're different. You know what I'm saying? I know they try to throw people in to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you have Britney Spears and you got Christina Aguilera, you got Jessica Simpson, all these people that they're trying to put in the same category to be with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
But eventually they all started branching out and becoming their own, like Pink and all of them other people. They're different.
Hey, shout out to Pink.
You know
My
what I'm saying?
fucking mom loves her.
It's
Oh
nothing
my
wrong with
God.
being different.
Let's
It's the
go.
opposite.
Hey, shout
bro.
out to Pink. Her body of work and all that shit. Like, bro, shout out to Pink. Like, she's.
And just on the subject of being different, is different. It hits different when you actually are different versus when you're just trying to be different for the sake of being different.
Yeah.
If you are who you are, be who you are.
Because you can tell when someone's just
It's not
doing
authentic.
something just to do something, then it's like there's genuinely them. Like, I see people who wear certain things, or we're not into getting tattoos until tattoos was a thing. Like, and then all of a sudden they getting tatted like crazy.
Now they got tats on their face because that's what people is doing.
Yeah, like, look, I like tattoos too, but I'm not getting that. I'm gonna stop here.
I'm actually tatted. It's just that because I'm going to get into acting and I do like, you know, corporate jobs and that type of shit, my shit has to be covered. So
Yeah.
there's nothing like.
Oh no, I'm trying to get typecast.
The whole
This
hands and
nigga.
neck rule.
I'm trying to
This
get
nigga, yeah,
typecast.
yeah.
I'm trying to be in only gangster movies and, and
God.
fucking
He's trying to
biker
be in the
movies.
Training Day series.
Oh God, I'm trying to be. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be Denzel's partner. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. But
No, but on some real shit, man, be who you are, especially nowadays. Like, the world is so much more accepting of so many things that, like, let's say in the 90s, they wasn't. It was frowned upon. It was scary to people. They didn't understand it. And so the term, like, normalized, you know what I'm saying? So it's only normal once it's common. You're used to it, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things that were different and hidden that just wasn't normal to us. Now there's a lot of things, like, that shit is normal now.
yeah,
You know
shit,
what
we
I'm
was
saying?
just talking about this on the last episode. Shout out to PYT. We haven't posted it yet because we're my lawyers are watching it. So
Oh shit.
no, it's not. It's nothing bad. We had a real conversation that I feel a lot of the society may not be ready for.
Ooh, okay.
So we had a conversation that people just might not be ready for. It was two opposite conversations, and then at the end of the day, we both didn't hate each other at the end of it.
Okay.
So it's we feel like it's just different. So shout out to PYT.
Let's just say it was a good back and forth.
That was one of
It
the
was a
most.
very, very.
No, yeah, she's coming back on because she really challenges how people think, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
That shit is hard.
Now I fucks with PYT.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what
It's
that
just smart.
conversation was about.
Wait, question: Are all y'all 90? Are you the only
Dope.
90K record artist, or all everybody?
I'm signed to 90K records.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
She said
Well,
she
we'll
wish
keep
she
that
could
quiet.
get
We'll keep
PYT
that
on.
quiet.
See, I'm not
Okay.
gonna touch.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. Okay, I
I'm
see
not.
you.
I'm not gonna touch that one, but PYT is my homie.
Hey, no, she hard. She hard.
She's so dope.
She hard. Everybody, make sure y'all go run her shit up. She
Fuck with her
hard.
music, bro.
All right. Well, when it comes to like, so I'm gonna ask you this question. I've asked a lot of artists this,
Yeah,
and
man.
I feel like it's a tough question. So there's a lot of ghostwriting that goes along in music.
Okay.
How much percentage of an album has to be written by them for you to consider it theirs?
See, I don't know if I could really answer that question. I never had nobody write for me before.
But we all y'all in the industry. See, we know that there's artists that are just voices.
Yep.
Here's what I'll say: if you don't write your own lyrics, if you're completely put together by somebody else, there's somebody who's putting together your look. There's somebody that's writing all of your songs. There's somebody that's doing all your choreography. At the end of the day, what are you really doing? Like, you're just the body. So you really can't, I feel like you can't really be mad that your piece of the pie is small because you're really not doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right there. Yeah.
To answer your question, you said how much do they need to write for it to be considered theirs? To the world, like let's say R. Kelly, because you know he's good for writing somebody's whole fucking album and producing it, and then they just
But
go
I feel
out.
like it's
Everybody's
different.
shit.
I feel like it's different for singers than it is for rappers.
I don't.
I feel like singers are allowed to not have singers are allowed to have writers and to have people write songs for them, but rappers aren't.
It's the same. It's just the perception that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if you check the credits, you never know who be writing that shit. Neo wrote a lot
But
of
you
shit
know,
for rappers. You know
Neo
what I'm saying?
and The Dream.
Yes,
The Dream has wrote hella fucking
exactly.
hits. Bro, they've been
Facts.
writing hella hits. It's crazy.
Yo,
I
Little
love-
Yachty on one though. Listen.
So
dude be busy.
This gonna be my musical plan. This is my musical plan. I'll take rapping seriously. Then once I blow up, I'm going to ghostwriting mode. I'm just gonna get one hit. I'm beyond, and I'm just gonna disappear. I'm just gonna start writing for everybody. Give her a mic, please. Please give her a mic. No, please give her a
This is the
mic.
last thing I'm gonna say. This is the last thing. Look at Ashanti. Ashanti is actually on a lot of tracks that we listen to today. Like those singing vocals, those oohs and those are Ashanti.
That's
You
dope.
wouldn't
That's
have even
crazy.
known. Like Ashanti actually writes a lot for artists.
Dude, have you seen Ashanti?
Oh, she looking good. She looking good.
That black don't crack,
We
man.
used to make fun of Ashanti because remember she had them sideburns, and we used to call her a shaman.
I always thought she was cute.
Oh, bro, that was only you. Ain't
That
nobody
might have
did
been just
over
you. I
Nah.
always thought she was cute. I
Nah,
always
we
thought
used to
she was
make fun of
gorgeous.
Ashanti
I don't
back in
know.
the day, but she looking good as fuck right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I don't
it's
know.
some females that
Oh,
like.
also, you know who also been throwing me off, and I just started watching the what's that? You grew up in hip hop thing show. You know what I'm talking about? It's like all the artists that were like in hip hop when they were
Growing
young.
up in
Oh,
hip
who,
hop.
Angela
growing up hip hop. Yeah. No, well, she's always cute. No, but when did the brat start dressing like a female?
Oh.
She been dressing like
No,
a female.
not really.
Yes,
No,
she has.
listen.
Yes, she has.
There
If you
was-
pull up her old school shit. The brat has always been.
Well, she's always had makeup
She's
on and stuff
always-
like that, but she
No.
dressed
She's
more.
never been the stud type girl that you guys are trying to make her.
So I have a quick, because
Bro.
my mom
She
is
was in
my
that
mom is a
rough-ass
lesbian.
movie.
So I'm asking,
No.
cause my mom is family. My mom's lesbian. She's married to her wife, who I love dearly. Shout out to my mom and Yolanda. I love you guys. So I'm asking, cause my mom is technically a femme. Like she's a femme. My mom's very feminine. Then her wife is a stud. Is there anything in between that?
Okay, hold on, because I'm not the perfect person to answer that question.
Why
All I
the
want to
fuck
say,
did you look at
all I want to
me?
say, all I want to say
Well,
about.
no. Does the brat fall? Does the
Look.
brat fall in between some shit like that?
All I wanted to say about the brat was
She's gorgeous.
all I knew was the tomboy version of her, but there was one specific performance she performed on. I think it was like the BET Awards with like Kelly Price, and she came out in this all white outfit, and it was tight, and you could see all her curves,
Exactly.
and then everybody was just screaming. We couldn't even hear her fucking song because we was screaming. Oh my gosh,
That's the brat.
that's the brat. The brat is bomb.
That's the
So
brat.
I've only seen her dressed like a girl on that, and then remember when she did that thing with Tyrese, and it was like rumors that she was dating Roy Jones Jr. and all that shit. So
Yeah.
around that time, she was dressing like a girl, but for the most part, like I always see her tomboyed up. But to answer his question, I'm not the right person to answer that question.
Wow. What
Comments.
was the question?
Well, no, cause like I've always
You said is there a difference?
Because my mom is a
between-
femme. My mom is considered like I still don't know all the time like the terminology that comes with it. I don't know all of it, but and I'm learning new shit. My mom doesn't even know some of this shit I've brought up to her. But is there a difference between like what she's doing?
There is. So from what I've learned, and I'm in this shit, okay?
Talking to the center.
So there's studs. Sorry, I was trying to do this shit. So there's studs who are like complete dudes, right? And
look like me, just there's no face. Some have facial hair, some do.
Right.
Some do.
And then there's the femmes, right, that are like the more girly girls, you know what I mean? And then
my mama.
there's the stems that are in the middle.
There's stems?
That's what the femme and stem. So like, no, you're so stupid. No, it's just basically like they dress, from what I've learned, I could be completely fucking wrong. Like, they dress like girls and boys. There's no specific preference when it comes to that. Like, for studs, it's like, I'm not going to wear a dress. I'm only going to date girls.
That's my other mom.
You know what I mean?
That's my other mom. Yeah.
You know, and then like femmes are like, I only want manly girls. Like, I don't want to have a girlfriend that's like
my mama. I love you, mama.
Yeah. So and there's some. It's so complicated. It gets so complicated. And then the
but teach his own.
From what I've learned, are like in the middle. Like, they dress like boyish and they dress girlish. They don't really have a preference.
So they're like Young Thug.
I guess.
Did you say like Young Thug?
Yeah, because some of the shit he wear, and he'll admit when something he's wearing is a women's clothes. He admits it.
Right.
He's worn full blown dresses.
No, yeah, he's worn some real out of.
He's worn a dress.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like that stuff is confusing to me because it's like, if I'm just being honest.
Oh, be honest.
I'm very straightforward. I love my mom. Every person that she's ever introduced me to into the LGBTQ into the world has been amazing. I love all my family, even the extended family who's technically not our family, but who's, you know what I mean. They're now our family. They've now become part of our family. So I got love for everybody, every race, shape, sexuality, color, creed. But some stuff just confuses me. Some stuff confuses me, like the women with the full-on beards.
Okay, wait. Let me just say one thing, and then I'm for real done. The only situation with that, because I have had friends, there are some people who choose to have that, and there are some people who medically have that issue.
Okay.
Like.
No, I'm talking about the ones that grow their beard out, shape it up. Yeah, they be shaping it up.
And they should be braided.
Or like, have you seen I don't know if you've seen the shit on Netflix. It was like the shit with Will Ferrell when he was singing You know what I'm talking about? There was one where this one singer who looked like a female but had full on beard and full on mustache and full, like and it was kept up clean. It wasn't like this is just an issue. Like, it was lined up in shape. Like, I wish I had a beard like that. Like, I was jealous of how nice that beard looked. I was very jealous because I can't grow shit on this. I was very jealous. But I just don't get that part. That's the part that confuses me.
I think that just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, it's just about being who you are. There's a lot of dudes that rock a full blown ass beard but still wear a fucking dress. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, to each his own. But I just have so many questions.
But see, I mean, look, once again, just from my perspective, I think it's just however people feel comfortable and what they identify as. You know what I'm saying? Still, they feel like they want their beard, but they still identify with this and identify with that. So I'm like an ancient type of being at this point. Like, I was,
Yeah, like, I've always been cool. Like, I'm not really tripping. Like, I'm always been the type, like, in high school, whoever, like, I was that dude. Dudes thought I was weird for it, but because my mom was gay, I never had no hatred for gay people. So it was like, when there was a gay dude at my school, his name was Will. Shout out to Will. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going good for you. I'd give him a hug if he came over and you said hello. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, I'd give him a hug. Like, I don't see the difference between me hugging him and me hugging a female because he acts just like the females. And he understands that I'm not gay. So I've never really had that issue. Like,
see, it's gonna be confusing for I'll just say somebody like me. I was assigned male at birth. I agree with the assignment. I only identify as a man. I've only been attracted to women. But to understand other people, I try to put myself in another person's shoes. So I had a conversation when I was working at Walgreens. The security guard, she was a lesbian, and she was a stud. Now, people who know me, I believe in God, so we got on the subject of, like, you know, the Lord and
Yeah.
you know, and all that good stuff. And so she was saying how, you know, according to the Bible, she feels like it's wrong. She was like, Prince, I just can't subject myself to, you know, a man, like laying with a man that wouldn't make me happy. Like, that goes against everything inside, like within. I was like, I feel exactly the same way. I understand exactly how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I think honestly, if I'm saying it correctly, Bruce Jenner, because he was the one who did the interview that I saw. It was Bruce Jenner who did the interview before he transitioned. And it was just, he was just saying that this is just who he identifies as within. And ultimately, it's about whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's hurting nobody. It's really nobody's fucking business. You know what I'm saying? I think people stick their nose in personal matters that don't have nothing to do with them. It's not affecting nobody. There's no reason for you to hate somebody because they're doing something different than what you're doing or you don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? People are just people.
Yeah, I tell a lot of dudes, like when I go out, and even my mom knows, like, I've been out with my mom, like, and my mom's, and we go out, and my mom's a DJ. Shout out DJ Sugar Shay out there in the Bay Area. Shout out.
That's hard.
We always mix the hip hop stage at Gay Pride every year. And you will see my mom, God bless her soul, and I love her to death. But you will see her, some dude will come up and try to like tell me, you see my mom step up right in there and be like, no, my son is not gay. My son is not gay. Just back up. And my mom don't mean nothing out of it. It's more or less like, look, she understands. Like, I've had that conversation with her. Like, Mom, I'm straight. Like, I like women. Like this. Like, I can care less what my mom says. I gave Yolanda the same threat I gave to every other dude that came into my mom's life. It's the same threat. Same threat. You hurt my mom. You do anything to hurt my mom, I'm gonna fuck you up. For me, it doesn't matter. Male, female. That's my mama. I'm gonna protect her with everything I have. But she understood that, like, my mama never tried to push nothing on us. She never tried to, like, my mom's definitely not into just not wanting any of her sons being girly. Like, she's raised us to be respectful men. Now, if we end up being gay, my mom's like, I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I don't care. But she's definitely not one of those just that pushes that life on us. She just kind of just lets us do what we want to do.
So just on that, like, I think, like you said, how your mother or your father, I think this is the way God looks at us. You know what I'm saying? He may not like everything that we're doing, but he still loves his children. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying, and she was like into porn or something like that. I would hate the fact that she's doing that. But I still love my daughter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's my daughter. You love your child. So I think a lot of times that's where parents go wrong, because your child is doing something other than what you had in mind, you know, what you wanted. You know what I mean? You know, you had a boy, you named him whatever you named him, and they identify as a girl, and then what we call is this.
I feel like as long as you don't try to push your agenda onto your kids, just kind of just let them choose. Like, my mom and my parents have never been like, even with my dad. My dad's never been like, you can only be with this or you can only do with that. He's never been. He's kind of like, look, you're gonna like what you like, so who am I to tell you not to?
And what does that have to do with you being a good person?
Exactly.
You know,
who I sleep with does not determine whether I'm a good person or not.
Exactly.
So I've never thought that, because I've honestly, and being like, I'm always honest, I've had more fun DJing at gay events, quote unquote gay events, than I have at quote unquote hetero events.
That's interesting.
I've had so much fun just because not everybody wasn't worried about the same shit that we worry about at. Like, when we go to events and we something like that, we low-key got to worry about who here. If we see a problem, the problem with ain't even got to do with us. We could be on stage and we see the crowd start fighting and shit, or we see an argument, and we all just like, hey, bro, what's gonna happen right there? Like, we gearing up just in case one of them pulls something out, and we like gearing up. I have never had to worry about that, or at least at the events that I go to, and me and my mama go to, didn't have to worry about that. Felt like everybody was just cool with me being me.
And see, that's the point. So since you sharing shit, like I have a gay uncle, and we were very close. Like, so we're like 4 or 5 years apart. So I guess by the time he was like 18 and all that good stuff, I was still 14. And then at that point, like we wasn't cool no more, or we weren't close no more. And I thought it was just because he was older. Like I couldn't do the older shit, but it come to find out he was gay.
He didn't want to subject you to
So-
shit that might not be your
Right.
your taste.
So when
Yeah.
I turned 21 and it turned out, okay, that was what the case was, I went to a gay club to let him know, like, bro, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still my uncle. So just on 2 points that you made, one, like the vibe that I got was everybody in there, they was having so much fun because they were just free to be who they are.
Yeah.
Nobody was judging them. Nobody was pointing fingers and making faces at them and this and that. And them 808s was knocking. I'm not gonna lie, that techno shit was thumping.
Bruh, and the bartender was hooking
Bro.
it up.
Oh yes.
If you're a
yes.
good-looking man, go to a gay bar if you're trying to drink, because they will hook it up.
Well, I mean, wasn't nobody giving me no free drinks, but the drinks was cheap and they were delicious.
No, I didn't get any free ones, but they was like, I've gone to clubs where I felt like I bought a drink and I felt like I just wasted my money because I can barely taste the alcohol in it. Man, that fucking Bricks in San Jose. Shout out to Bricks in San Jose. Fuck, bro. That's what it fucking felt like they were doing. Just. All right, there you go. Like that's what it felt like. But it was fun. Like,
so no, I have fun too because eventually I realized, okay, it's okay for me to be me too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was in there crip walking and doing everything that I always fucking do. You know what I'm saying? And like the music was banging. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately, see, here's a good thing. I always wanted to say this. So the term homophobic, right?
Mhm.
I think that term is being misused. It should be
Obvious.
It should be anti homosexual because
Yes.
a phobia is a fear.
Yes.
So as a straight man, the fear that we have is like, listen, no. So the fear that we have is, okay, what if another dude try to flirt with me? What if another dude try to like rub up on me? So, and the
tell
fear
him.
comes from like, okay, what do you do in that situation?
Tell them no.
But that doesn't mean you're anti-homosexual. It's
Yeah.
just, so eventually, I guess they spotted like that I wasn't one of their own. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, like I was standing out like
They
a
can
sore
tell.
thumb.
A gaydar is real. That shit is real. Gaydar is real. Anybody want to say it's not? It is. It's very real.
So-
my mom can point people out, and she's been like 98% right sometimes.
So look, so what I realized was trying to fit in was actually not trying to fit in. Trying to fit in was just being me because that's what everybody else was doing. They were just being them.
Yeah.
So shit, I was just being me, and
So
I didn't have
got
no
a gay
problems.
homie that took me to Bricks that let everybody know I wasn't gay, and nobody tried anything.
Oh, nobody hit on me.
When they realize you're not gay, now I take it back. I've had some people who didn't get it. So but just like women who deal with men, some men who just don't get that they're not interested. It happens on both sides. But I never really took it. I took it as, well, my mom has taught me, if gay people say you're handsome and they're attracted to you, take that as a compliment, because that means the opposite side is also attracted to you. And people don't realize gay people run the consumerism of this country. If you really look into it, so like a lot of gay men run fashion. They run the shoe game. They run the makeup game. They run the hair game. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, especially fashion for sure.
Man. So I've just been so used to being around him to the point where I just don't see the difference. Like, yeah, he might like dudes, but as long as he understands, I'm not swinging for that squad.
As long as see, here's the thing: everybody wants to be respected for who they are. You know what I'm saying? So if me as a straight man, I'm respecting the fact that you're gay or trans or whatever the case might be, just respect the fact that I'm straight and we cool.
Yeah,
like,
we gonna vibe. Like, we gonna have a good time. Like,
after that, it don't fucking matter.
I'm the type that's like, oh, you gay? Well, I got like 2 other gay homies. I'll introduce you to them. See if you like them.
But see, no, at the point, see, it's normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's normal. It's not even a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But it only becomes a problem when someone's trying to cross the line. Like you said, it's the same thing for a woman. If a man is still trying to press the issue, and she's let him know that, okay, I'm not interested in this and that. Okay, then it becomes a problem. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with someone if you're not attracted to this. There's nothing wrong with somebody if you are attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? As long as everybody respect everybody.
To each his own, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That part.
So what I might find gorgeous, you might not find gorgeous. But frankly, I don't give a fuck. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. But shit, let's get back to this music, because we've been going political like a motherfucker.
I feel like we said some good stuff, man. I'm glad, I'm glad I said it now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. When people come here, I'm always gonna ask people. I want people to get to know who you are, because there's a lot of people like to put on a front and stuff like that. I'm the kind of person that's gonna peel that back. I want to get to know who Prince is.
See, that's why I went ahead and shared that story with you. I've never talked about the subject or whatever, but you've been so open. You talking about your moms, you know what I'm saying? That's the heart right here, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I shared that. And just because, you're a rapper, it's another thing they say, like, if you're a rapper and you're friends with gay men or gay people, that's supposed to be a bad thing.
Nah,
but in reality, like you said,
Harlow is about to blow up from doing that track with Lil Nas X.
Okay, well, yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna. First of all, Jack Harlow a little suspect anyway, but but I think he purposely do it. I think he one of them Aiden Ross kind of dudes who just purposely do it. But I'm surprised that some of these rappers haven't already done that.
Here's what I'm surprised. Like, okay, Lil Nas X, he's like one of the first openly gay rappers. But even still,
openly male gay.
Correct. Openly male gay.
Separate that. There has been plenty of female artists that were openly gay.
But see, the stigma is different for a man. You know,
very different.
But this is what I think.
But we just want to make sure we shout out to shout out that they was doing it. That Nas X is the first openly male rapper who's done it.
And so here's what I think is missing. So like you said, there's so many people in the industry that are gay. I feel like there should be more openly gay male rappers, and I feel like they should make songs that other gay men can relate to.
No, there is.
They should not. I don't know. Maybe. But I feel like it should be more. That's all I'm saying.
It should get. I believe it just be a little bit more mainstream. I believe a little bit just put everything out there. I feel like when you put everything out there and you give everybody the chance to choose, just let them choose. And if they want to dabble in that area, let them dabble in that area.
This is what I'm saying. If you're an openly gay man, you should make songs that other gay men can relate to. Don't make songs portraying yourself to be a straight man because you think that's what people want to hear. There's so many more people that's gonna relate to that story.
You heard of Brockhampton?
Yeah.
They got an openly gay rapper in Brockhampton.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I can't remember his name, but he's openly gay, and he's hard. He's a hard ass rapper.
Okay.
Like and some of the shit he says is suspect, but he's so hard. It's hard to even like be upset. Like he's such a good artist that he's the only openly gay rapper in this big ass music collection, and he's one of the best ones. He's hard, like, and he's unapologetic, and I fucking love that shit. I love anybody who's unapologetically themselves. That's why I like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those artists that just do who they are.
Exactly. And it should be more of it. That's all I was saying. It should just be more of it. Because like you said, if you look at the statistics and the numbers.
And Kevin
Abstract. Shout out to Kevin Abstract. He's hard. He's a dope ass rapper. Homie, him being gay is the last thing I'm thinking about. Like,
and that's how
he's just that hard. Like he's that hard that doesn't matter what he says. It sounds good on the track. It's hard.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're missing out on a lot of dope ass artists.
Exactly.
Because people are weird about some of the shit he's saying.
That's all I'm saying.
But we watch shit like Chappelle Show, fucking Family Guy.
Yeah.
That do a lot of suspect shit.
Oh, hell yeah. They definitely push the line. They definitely push the line for sure. They cross the line.
I just don't get the difference between being okay with watching it and being okay with being in like TV shows and all this shit. But once it comes to the music, now all of a sudden we all weird about it.
I'm telling you, man, it's just the stigma. You know what I'm saying? As men, as males, people don't want to be.
Hashtag more gay rappers.
That's the hashtag right there. It's because the image and the persona, you got money, you got jewelry, you got a bunch of girls, and that's glorified. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, there should be more music videos with men in the background. You know what I'm saying? And It's just that people will relate
acting
to
like
it.
it doesn't exist is not the right thing to do. That's what I feel like. Is acting like this shit doesn't exist is just gonna slow us down.
It's
like
not, especially it's very acceptable at this point.
Yeah.
It's very acceptable, but I think people are still afraid
Let's
of
be
the
honest.
stigma.
Some of these rappers is dealing with women who used to be men. I just don't see the difference. I just don't see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're okay with that, you
So-
should be okay with the other part.
So that was an interesting thing. Like Malik Yoba was saying, like he dates trans women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Teach his own. Shout out to Malik Yoba.
see, he was just ahead of his time. See, a lot of that is actually going on. Like you said, he's stepping up and being one of the first people to say it. But pretty soon, that's gonna become normal.
Andrew Schultz fucking said it perfectly.
Really?
You know who Andrew Schultz is?
Yeah. I fuck with him. He's funny as
He
fuck.
says that shit perfectly. He says it's funny. He says he's like transgender women will start being treated as the same when they start looking like Beyonce. And he was like some of those ones. He's like you can't tell. He was like before it was harder because you guys looked like construction workers in dresses. Nowadays they're getting the surgeries. They're getting their Adam's apple shaved. They're getting like the more you get accepted, the better you look. And soon as these transgenders start looking more and more like natural females, it's gonna start being less and less of an issue.
And just more and more is becoming more and more normalized.
My thing is, if that's what you like, bro.
Well, that's what he was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If that's what you like, that's what you like. My thing is, I'd respect you more for just telling me than just to hide it. Like, I understand why they hid it. I can't run away from the reality of the situation. You can't run away from it. It's their time. That was not okay. It's not something that they could do.
And that's all I was saying, because he's from an older generation. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon it's going to be completely normal. It's just that he's going to be one of the first people that spoke on it.
Yeah, and like in the last show, I said that something that we're doing right now will be seen as obscene and not right 10 years from now. Something that we're doing right.
You did say that.
I don't know.
You said on
PYT. I don't know what it is.
PYT.
I can't claim what that thing that we're doing right now is going to be seen in 10 years as completely not okay. But there will be something that we all did that was normal, that was seen as it's going to be seen by completely obscene by the next generation. Like, think about it. Our generation thinks that, like, our generation is big on making sure women are respected and everything. Prior to that, it was a little bit more, it was, at least in the Bay Area, the pimping thing was real. It's not as prevalent now. People see that pimping shit as completely wrong. But back then, and I'm talking to my elders and shit like that, that was commonplace.
I'll say prime example. When I was a kid, I used to get my ass whooped. Now
Yep.
that's child abuse. That's
Oh,
That's completely not okay.
Dude, that's
Some of you
crazy,
little-
right?
some of you
It's
little
crazy how that shit
motherfuckers need it
flipped,
too.
dude.
That's completely not okay.
Some of you little
Oh.
motherfuckers need it.
You know what I'm saying?
They need
So
that Big
no,
Mac. And
you're
These
absolutely
kids
right.
is bad as hell. Fucking my
It was
shit
called
up
the Big
my
Mac in my house. If you was really bad, you got the Big Mac. That's
Bro, I done got what with belts, shoes, coat
wooden
hangers.
spoons, fucking sandals.
Yes,
Fucking
yes. My mom is the queen of the sandal.
Oh.
My mom is the queen of the sandal.
anything that was close by.
Yes, I got hit with a TV guide, a remote, like whatever was right there by the couch, and I
Yep.
wasn't even bad. It was just like if you did anything other than what your parents told you, you got hit.
Yeah.
And that was normal. That was completely fucking normal.
Yeah.
And now that's child abuse. So just to say what you said, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, that's completely not okay now. But like you said, we'll figure it out. Somebody from
It'll
this
happen,
next generation, they're gonna be like, wow, y'all did that shit. Like, that's fucked up.
It happens to every generation. There's stuff that my dad can tell me that my grandfather was doing that's not okay. Like, my dad was telling me, like, in the 70s and 80s, doing drugs was a thing. It was normal. Like, everybody did it. People had parties where they come over and just do drugs. Like, that was a thing. And my dad's been frank, and he's like, yeah, all of our family in the 80s, and they were addicts. Not crackheads, but everybody was doing it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. That's what it was like back then. It was totally okay. Now it's not. Our generation ain't cool with that. So it changes. Everything changes, and everything's just gonna cycle over.
No, you're absolutely right.
Well, shit. Let's get back. We keep going off the rockers. I love it though. I fucking love it. I love it.
Let me say this though, like I do a lot of interviews, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about the music, we're gonna talk about my brands, but it's good to come up with different subject matter and different questions about me and just, you know, things like that. So no, I love it. I love the fact that we touched on some important subjects that I have, you know, personal experiences in and opinions in, and I have friends that, you know, it would apply to. So this is good.
Oh yeah, I like to have these thoughtful conversations because it really lets us show people that not every artist that you're dealing with is stupid. No, I'm being serious. Like, a lot of people assume that a lot of artists are stupid. Like, a lot of artists are just dumb. They're not educated. They're not well versed in certain things. So I like to have these conversations with them so people can get an idea of how their favorite artists think. Realize that the artist isn't stupid. The artist actually has some shit to say. Like,
I feel like that's how a lot of people thought about X before he passed. You know what I'm saying? When he first started.
What do you mean?
You talking about? So you said, what's it called? I'm trying.
No, it's just more or less. It's more or less that I want to give people a window into who these artists are. So I like to ask these questions, and I want people to be completely honest with me, cause this shit gonna come out to light. It's better if you tell us who you are and tell us your honest opinion so we can understand where you're coming from than it is for us to get it from someone else. And then on top of that, anybody that comes on this show, to me, it's their family. You've now come into my spot. You've given me your time and stuff like that. So now I want to get to know who you are. And just so happens I'm gonna do it while there's a camera pointed at me and while we're recording.
See, I be forgetting about the cameras and shit. I got a microphone in my hand,
Same.
but no, it's all good. Like, I love it. I'm glad you asked the questions that you asked. You know, it give people something more, like you said, more insight to me and, you know, what I can relate to. Because I think the perception of me is that I just create and that's it. Like, that's all I fucking do. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of it. I'm busy as fuck, and
that's part of it.
That's mostly what the fuck I do. But you know what I mean? But besides that, if you put that to the side, you know what I mean, I still live in this world like everybody else.
Exactly. And yeah, and as kind of just show us that, like, the artists that come on here, there's a little bit more substance to it. These artists aren't just faces, aren't just people who just do stuff to do stuff. There's some rhyme and reason to some of the stuff that goes on, and I don't think there's enough chances for people to really tell, like, what's going on with that. And just chatting up with y'all, everybody at 90K Records, there's a lot going on that people should be like, should know this. And I just feel like you shouldn't ever be afraid to say how you feel.
Exactly. Yeah, no problem.
Because we're not going to judge you here, because I ain't no saint. I guarantee when this shit pop off, someone going to drop an article about some shit that I done in my life.
Oh, yeah. I already know. But see, here's the thing. The shit that people will bring up to me, like, I own my shit. You know, I don't ever try to deny, like, my past and shit that I did wrong or whatever, because it all adds up to who I am today. Like I said, I'm a very legal, straight and narrow type of person now. Is because I've been in jail, I've been on probation and all that shit. So I'm like, I gotta do it the right way now.
Yeah, you bring up my record, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what's your fucking next question? Yeah, I got a record. What's your fucking question? Like, I don't know what you want to tell me. Just because I got into some trouble when I was younger does that mean I now can't tell people not to do that? I feel like since I done gone through it, I should stop other motherfuckers from going through the same shit that I went through.
It's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? You have firsthand experience and talking to a younger generation. You have a personal, you know, identification with why you should not do this.
Exactly.
It's not, okay, I did it because it's cool. Because I'll talk to some of like the OGs, like the OG gangbangers and shit like that. And they're like, okay, these youngsters, they're looking at the shit that we did when we was young and they thought that shit was cool. We grown up. Like we want to live like civilians. We just want to like enjoy our family and just live life and avoid the stupid shit. They don't want to risk getting shot and going back to jail. They got shit to lose. Yeah. So it's like these youngsters don't even have a reason to do the shit that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn your history. And don't be afraid to be wrong. Like, everybody's human. A lot of people have a problem admitting that they were wrong. I'm real good with just being like, okay, yeah, you know what? I was wrong for that. Yep. You know what I mean? My bad. Like, move on.
It's better to just be like, look, I was wrong. I apologize. Let's move on to the next one.
Move the fuck on. The longer you spend dancing around it and denying it and this and that, it's like, just own up to it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So if you make a mistake, that just means you're human. That doesn't mean you're less of anything else. Like, if you get on stage as an artist and you miss a word or you miss something, bro, you're not perfect. You're not a machine. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna trip. You're gonna sneeze. Things, you know what I mean? Things happen.
It happens.
And you just gotta roll with it. Beyonce fucking fell right on her face, got right up and got right back to twerking, and everybody was just
Shit,
applauding.
y'all remember when Drake tore his ACL at the BET,
Yeah.
the Hip Hop
Dog,
Awards?
Yeah.
He got to do the Hip Hop Awards sitting on a stool. Yeah, y'all, shit happens, but shit happens. Well, shit. Speaking of stage, bro, we finna set up so you can smash this.
And
little-
hopefully I don't fuck up.
Oh no, it's cool. The gift of cinema. We can edit. We can take it away. We can redo
Oh
it.
no, leave all that shit in there.
But we gonna leave it at that. And I want you to come back because I want us to sit down and have another
this is
another
dope.
deep conversation about some stuff, and mainly like some stuff in hip hop, because I feel like there's a lot of things that we have to tackle in hip hop to kind of bring to expand it further than we can get it. Because I feel like we're pigeonholing ourselves in hip hop. A certain it's international, but if you look international, it's only a certain kind of people that are being successful. They're copying some of the same shit we're doing here.
True.
When there should be more, I feel like there should be more Tyler the Creator. There should be more Commons. There should be more Lauryn Hills out there than there should be more fucking drill rappers. There's drill rappers everywhere in the world. Shout out to my drill rappers. I love y'all. That's what y'all do. But we need we just need a little variety.
It's enough. It's a
Yeah.
lot already.
It's already out there, so I want to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
So we gonna have
that's
you
my
back
job,
on.
nigga. I'm the nigga.
We gonna sit down and have
Nah,
a
like you
real-
said, bro, we family at this point. All you gotta do is hit me up. You already know.
Oh yeah. And we gonna set something up. We're gonna have Miss 90K Light on here. She be playing, but we gonna have her on here. She giving us a stank face right now, but she gonna be
Be
on
on the
here.
lookout for her next single.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but y'all know what it is. It's the Add Me to Your Playlist podcast. I'm Shaggy Dashwood. I'm here with DJ Cavi Slow.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with. Is it Print? Is it The Prince?
So officially, my name, if you want to Google me, is The Prince TH $.
The Prince TH $. The Prince TH $.
THAPRINCE $.
Yes, sir. All
Google
his
me.
Yep, all his music is out on all the platforms. Make sure y'all go tap in, get y'all some good
We drank
liquor.
the whole
Make
bottle.
sure
I
y'all
was
do
gonna get
that.
some more.
Make sure Hip Hop 101, that card game. Make sure y'all go check that shit out. Make sure we finna make that shit pop out like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. That shit is dope. Just make sure you showing everybody love and make sure we doing what we do. But we gonna go ahead and set up. We gonna make sure we can get us set up for him to perform. Y'all go show him love. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Go do your thing. All his information gonna be in the description down low. But it is what it is. It's the Atmosphere Players podcast. We hope everybody have a blessed day, have a blessed week, and we'll catch y'all next week. We love y'all. Go ahead and give out your Instagram one last time.
So it's The Prince THS THAPRINCE all together. That's the Instagram.
Oh yes, and we're gonna let y'all listen to that on the way out. But y'all already know what it is. We love y'all. God bless. Go like and subscribe. HBO, help a brother out.
Gang, gang.
We love you guys. We'll catch y'all later.
King Prince, nigga, I don't do this shit for fun. I do it to get rich, nigga.